any excuses for failure. We're going to try to be the best team we can be and win as many games as we can.
How much can you count on JT and Dorenzo, and how confident are you that they're going to be the players they were 2 years ago?
I think Dorenzo right now is where he's in a really good place. I think he's in a really good place right now. I think Dorenzo is confident. He's got a bounce to his step. He's playing quick. He's in great shape. His weight is down. You know, JT is where we'd like him to be, but he's closer to getting there. He's still in that mindset of, you know, maybe what if, not totally freeing it up. He's not as quick laterally as he was. He's maybe not as quick into the air as he was. But the one thing we know about JT, when the ball goes up and the lights go on, right, he's going to compete. I know one thing he loved was he's ready to compete at the highest level. And, you know, playing hard and being tough and being competitive, that makes up for a lot.
Talk about needing someone to kind of fill the void of Jeff's rebounds and probably doing it by committee. How important does he kind of become? You know, he talking about energy.
Yeah, well, that's, you know, he's the Energizer Bunny. He's always been that. He's been a guy that we can, you know, rely on. I mean, think of it as, I think his last season that he played, and he averaged 20 minutes, I think he averaged 7 points, 5 rebounds, if I'm not mistaken. Those are good numbers. Talking about rebounds per minute, those are excellent numbers for a 6'6" power forward. But, you know, I mean, he needs to rebound the ball, but, you know, our guards need to rebound the ball better. We're going to be bigger at the guard spot. I mean, you know, Dodo needs to rebound the ball from the small forward spot. You know, Jarrell needs to rebound the ball from the small forward spot, or if he's at the 4. You know, Aaron Reigns is going to help us rebound the ball, hopefully. And I think that we can be a swarming defense where, you know, we have a lot of guys come back and help us rebound.
It seems like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but rebounding by committee.
You know I will.
Of course, but rebounding by committee, you know, scoring by committee, that you're going to be asking your guys to do a lot of different things, whereas last year, you know, you said, you know, Jeff, go get 10, 11 rebounds. Malcolm, go get 20. It's going to be more by committee, I guess, this year.
100%. We knew that, you know, we started a game, and we were basically going to have 35 points, you know, 12 rebounds, and probably 7 or 8 assists from those two guys. We knew we had a lockdown defender, you know, in T-Bell. You know, there were definitely more constants. I think that this team, on any given night, we'll have a number of different guys that can score the ball, and I think we'll have a team of heroes. We'll have different nights, different guys will step up depending on matchups, depending on style of play. You know, I think that'll determine more than anything else. But you know, I think it's an interesting team because you do have a lot of different guys that on any given night can make something happen. And you're going to need some constants. Eric Green needs to be a constant. Victor Davila needs to be a constant. Dorenzo needs to be a constant. I mean, those 3 guys, you know, in a perfect world should be double-figure scorers. And then, you know, if other people step up beside them, then you have a chance to do something special.
Victor kind of mentioned in regard to Dodo that he felt like, just based on wingspan and the way the guy looks, that he could actually have a more of an immediate impact on the defensive end than the offensive end, just because he feels like, again, with the wingspan, the versatility, he has an ability to guard guys of different sizes, that could be his biggest impact. You feel the same way? Or?
Yeah, I think Dodo he's a facilitator. He's not a guy that's going to be dropping 25 points. That's not who he is. He's a guy that makes other players better. He's a guy that does get deflection, who comes back and rebounds the ball, who can initiate a fast break, who can get in the lane and get the ball to other people. You know, he's like you know, a poor man's Magic Johnson in a lot of ways, and he's a guy that is going to enhance other people's games.
Who's the 1 or 2 guys that you feel confident about in a big game shot, big shot into the game kind of situation?
I mean, Dorenzo's done it before. You think about the Connecticut game coming off that down screen, you know, off his left foot. I mean, he's a guy who can make big shots. JT's made big plays in games. I think about the Virginia game at Virginia a couple of years ago where he basically took over the game. Eric Green has made big shots, obviously, over the last few years. So I think we have a number of different guys. And again, this team offensively, we will really kind of lock into matchups. How we're going to get guys the ball, where we need to get guys the ball. You know, we're going to have different lineups. We're going to have a big lineup where we maybe play Davila and Reigns together. We're going to have small lineups where we can play Dodo or Jarrell at 4. See, when we play those 2 guys, there's no 4-man. They're just, we're playing with basically 3 6'5" to 6'7" players at point guard and post. And that's a tough lineup. You know, they've got to match up with us in that lineup. So I power forward, one a small forward. We'll be playing with two forwards, a point,